What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fallout Shelter, coming at you live and direct from the hottest podcast on the planet. Head to the Champagne Room where we have specials going all night long with the hottest ladies making the most insane day trades ever. Guys, watch out. Next on stage in the VIP room, Trick and Tino, giving you the best day trading education on the planet. Head to the VIP room right now and get 2-for-1 lap dances all night long with the best day trading education found nowhere else but right here. Remember, guys, Fallout Shelter is the best place to be to make your wildest fantasies come true.
Well, yeah, folks, there you have it.
Coming at you.
Live, coming at you from the TrickTrades trading room.
Oh, I've got the best story about a strip joint I was in Vegas one night. Oh, my God. I was that guy that you see at the ATM with the stripper helping you input your PIN code so you can take money. I was that guy.
You were that guy. That's horrible.
And then I got my bank statement, and I mean, these strip clubs in Vegas, they whack you $30 per 100 you take out.
Shut up, per 100?
Yeah. So when I got my bank statement, just my withdrawal fees were $300.
Holy fuck, man.
That chick fucking milked me like a cow, man. Like,
no way.
She was in the back laughing with her friends. I got this drunk guy, doesn't know his ass from his fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, my man. God.
I used to, in quotes, date this stripper.
You don't date strippers.
No, well, exactly. Well, exactly. Her name was Jennifer. Her stage name was Jordan Monroe.
Jordan to the main stage.
Yeah, Jordan. But yeah, she would basically laugh at guys like you.
Oh, yeah. I was that guy. And I actually thought that she cared. That was the best part.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, exactly. That's so funny, man. Man, I used to live at strip joints. The ones in the city there, the family is, well, I mean, they own all the strip joints in the city. So I was always at the special table, so to speak, and I had the run of the show, basically.
Right.
So my late teens, early 20s were, well, they were wild, to say the least.
I can imagine, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, the best strip joint in Vegas is called the Spearmint Rhino.
Okay.
Shameless plug.
What was it called? Sorry, I missed that.
Spearmint Rhino. It's probably the best one.
Okay.
You go in there on any given night, especially on the weekends, or if it's a fight weekend where there's a big fight in town, or anything, Super Bowl weekend, whatever.
Yeah.
You've got about 350 of the hottest women you've ever seen in your life. Mm-hmm. Like, ever. I'm talking drop dead gorgeous, because they all come from all over the world to go there.
I could imagine. Yeah, the strip joints in Vegas must be just insane.
Yeah, because these girls literally come from all over the world to go there to work for the weekend, because they'll pull 10, 20,000 in a weekend. Easy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's God. I just can't even explain what it's like in there. You know what I mean?
I can imagine. And probably when they went to get the job, they just said, "I am job."
Yeah.
I am job.
He loved you long time.
Yeah. I am job.
Well, we used to go in there and eat after work, after the Ghost Bar, after the clubs were closed. We go there in the back and eat because they had awesome breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, and then
they do though. No, all strip joints though. They always have like either awesome like lunches or breakfast. Yeah.
And we go in there and we don't even want the girls to come in. We just want to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, fuck off. I want to eat.
Yeah, seriously. Oh God. Good times.
Too funny.
Miss those days.
Yeah. I don't know. Thinking about those days, to be honest, kind of turn they really do. Like, I get a physical like turn of my stomach.
Yeah.
Just like so many just like fucking dirty, rotten nights, man. Like just like dirty nights, like drug fueled nights, alcohol fueled nights, staying up for days, partying with a bunch of like fucking just stupid bitches, man. Like stupid. Like you can't hold a conversation with them longer than a minute. And it just makes you want to puke. It's like, wow, they're a human being this special.
Then they try and tell you they make the most money out of anybody, and yet they have no money because they either have the drug problem, they're supporting their deadbeat boyfriend, or they're gambling. One of those three.
Totally, man. Totally.
God.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
God.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty wild. We'll have to do a special episode. One of these episodes of some of our stories, man.
Oh shit.
Our youth stories. Fuck, man. I could talk for days about that. But we're on episode 22 of Fallout Shelter with Trick and Tino. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
In case you guys haven't noticed, my microphone does probably sound a little bit off. My Blue Yeti microphone, supposed to be really good. It completely shit the bed. I've been having some problems with it for the past couple of episodes. I'm sure you guys remember the one episode where I sound like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
It was like, my voice was like either that or I ran about like 3,000 milligrams of testosterone, and my voice like really changed up. But yeah, it shit the bed. So that's just a little note for you guys that are, debating about, doing some sort of fucking YouTube or podcast or something. You're looking into the Blue Yeti. I heard nothing but good things. The sound quality out of them is amazing, but I don't know. I'm not too happy that it shit the bed because it literally sits on my desk and doesn't move, and it doesn't work. It's fucked. Like it's fucked.
Yeah.
So whatever, it is what it is. But now I'll have to try and find another microphone, and it's like I hate that because I actually really liked the way that it sounded. But oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. But we got a really good episode for you tonight. Even though it was a lackluster intro. We didn't have any special guests. We had a strip joint DJ. Please don't tell me we have topped. Please don't tell me we have topped. Fuck that. We'll never top. But we want to talk about something that, means a lot to us, and it's our new slogan.
Yeah, it kind of happened organically, really. You know what I mean? And I really, I think it was a combination of that last YouTube video you put out, which if anybody hasn't watched it, you know what? I'll put a link to it in this description so you can listen to it. But it's all about motivation, and it touched the chord with me, and I think it did with a lot of other people. And it made me start to think about what we're really doing here. You know what I mean? What is TrickTrades really about? It's not about reading charts. I mean, you do read charts, but it's when you look at the big picture, it's about pursuing your dreams and your ultimate goal of freedom, I think.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, I was really touched by that motivational YouTube video you put out. It was awesome. And I started to think, man, a lot of people are really close to reaching their goals and their dreams. And they're really close.
They're actually closer than they think. They are. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got the idea. If you go to the website, you'll see it's all redone. We took over the weekend, we redid the whole site.
Yeah, go check out TrickTrades.com. It's fucking awesome.
It more pretty much shows what we're really all about. Mm-hmm. And the big thing on the homepage is you're just one trade away. And I think that says a lot, not just about trading, but about life. And I was sparked by that idea by a guy named Russell Brunson. I don't know if you guys know who he is out there, but he's probably one of the top marketers in the world. He owns ClickFunnels. It's a marketing software. It's a SaaS software, SaaS. And he was an Entrepreneur magazine. He's a young guy, married 4 kids now. And his company, privately held, they probably do about almost $100 million a year. And it was all done with no venture capitalists. It was all done in-house with marketing funnels. And he built this software that builds marketing funnels. And he had a catchphrase. When I went to see him, he said, "You're just one funnel away. You're one funnel away from reaching your goals and your dreams." And he actually got that idea from a couple copywriters that were big in the 70s and 80s, Gary Halbert, Dan Kennedy, John Carlton. I don't know if any of you guys know who they are, but those are the guys that wrote all the headlines and all the big, tabloids, learn how to lose 80 pounds in a week, that kind of stuff. And they're the ones that really brought on the copywriting. And one guy, I forgot which one it was Halbert, Kennedy, or Carlton. He said, "You're just one sales letter away from becoming a millionaire." He finished the sentence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Russell Brunson took that and said, "You know what? I like that, but I couldn't think of what to say with the funnels. You're one funnel away from starting your own business or whatnot." He said, "I'm just going to leave it. You're just one funnel away." And I love that because it's an open-ended question to you. What do you one trade away from? And you could are you one trade away from, going on vacation? You one trade away from being a professional trader? You one trade away from having a strategy that finally proves itself,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know, Pat. I'm sure you probably ask yourself. I mean, you're always reaching goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you go into these trades, what do you one trade away from? You know what I mean?
More freedom. That's all that I care about. I can't stress that enough. What my freedom means to me.
Yeah.
To not have to answer to anyone. I'm definitely someone that cannot answer to people. I can't. I can't. When I was a welder and I mean, I'll always be a welder. I used to hate people that say, "Oh, I used to be a welder." Fuck. That's like anything. Once a welder, always a welder. And that goes for everything, right? Once an engineer, always an engineer. Once a fucking whatever, always a fucking whatever. But I couldn't stand having to answer to these man. So many people, I swear, because now, 20, 30 years ago plus, people used to get promoted for their skills. By their own merit, they got promotions. Okay. Nowadays, it's how much load you can swallow, how good of a cocksucker you really are, and it's true. It's true. Yeah. I saw it way too many times. People that lack skill, they were promoted because they wanted to get those incompetent fools off of the floor and then into a position where they could just pay them more and charge them out for more because they were useless on the tools. They got the promotion. And it's just like, fuck, man. That's just, I'm very, like I've mentioned before in podcasts and videos, and I'm very black or white. No gray area with me. Right. And I think there is nothing more rotten than a man with fucking gray area.
Yeah, wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy, flaky motherfuckers. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that. I hate people that just stand on the sidelines or stand in the background and keep their mouth shut. You have a fucking voice, especially not to get on off on a tangent and a side subject, but these fucking room owners that just sit there in silence, they all hit me up in the back end on DMs on Twitter, and they all tell me, "Oh, Pat, I fucking, I respect you so much," and this and that, but they all keep their fucking mouths shut. Why do you keep your mouth shut? There's one in particular that, and I know AJ is going to think I'm talking about him. I'm actually, AJ, I'm not talking about you. So, you can put that out of your head. I'm not talking about you on this one. There's another pretty well-known room owner, and he hits me up from time to time. We haven't spoken in a while, but that's fine. I don't really give a shit. And he owns a penny stock room, and one of his members actually just and I believe this member is a fucking moderator, just slammed, "We hammer points, not pennies" slogan, right? And this kid, right? Obviously, he's probably been trading like a couple years or some shit, right? Which means nothing. They think that they know something, and they think they know something about risk, and they don't realize that there's more levels to the word risk than just what you're risking on the trade for, cents per share and stuff. But anyways, long story short, I don't even care about this fucking kid and what he had to say. But what I hate is, the room owner obviously follows his members, right? And you see this go on, and what? You don't chime in and pump the brakes on your fucking if I have ever had a member or a moderator speak out of turn, talk out of line, fucking say something that they shouldn't be saying, I'll squash that shit on a public forum because it's already public. But he always does this. This fucking guy always does this. He always he just keeps his hands clean. I hate people that keep their fucking hands clean. And I'm just I've been fuming about that for the past fucking day. It drives me nuts, Tino. It really drives me nuts. I hate people that just sit there with their fucking hands clean.
Well, their motivation. It's obviously what their motivation is. It's just about gaining subscribers and just
they don't want to piss anyone off. They don't want to. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to cause waves. They don't want to ruffle feathers because there's what if I piss off a potential subscriber?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I love what we're doing, because we are ruffling feathers because they need to be ruffled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're not doing it like we've said it countless times. We're not picking fights. We're just exposing hypocrisy, and we're telling it like it is for every average Joe out there that wants to be a trader.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it kind of brings us back to why did we develop this website the way, and why did we come up with that model? We didn't really come up with it. It was just a feeling that we had.
Well, it's also, Tino, I don't think you realize, or you must have forgotten. That's why I was kind of sitting there quiet. I've been saying that since I opened TrickTrades.
Yeah. Right.
You're just one trade
away.
Yeah,
you're so right on it. Yep. You're absolutely right.
I've been saying that for, since day one, and it I've always meant it in the respect that we're talking about now, because all it takes is it's also boils down to the way that we trade in TrickTrades because of our risk management. Nobody can hold a candle to our risk management. I've seen how other rooms trade, and the risk management is fucking horseshit. It's adding to losers. It's, adding on the way down, and cut that shit. Wait for it to reset up. Any real professional fucking trader will tell you, if it ain't working, you cut it.
Yeah.
You cut it now. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You ride your winners and you cut your losers.
Yeah.
Why fight something?
Yeah.
And it's a testament to the way that we trade as well, because you take it off, you wait for a setup, and if you're red, who gives a shit? Because on your next trade, you are only one trade away from going green.
Yeah.
From having financial freedom, from turning a red week into a green week, red month into a green month. Right? We've had more members lately say that I get hit up on this all the time on DM. It's like, wow, Pat, this is my first green week I've ever had, and I've been trading for a year and a half or 2 years, and they just started 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. They just started, and that's how quickly we turn you around. And I know that sounds like bullshit. It's funny. That's another thing that kind of pisses me off with, social media and stuff like that, is that, these people, these newbies, they have no idea who the fuck they're talking to. They have no idea how top notch this education really fucking is. They have no idea, because they're used to the standard run-of-the-mill education, as well as some of the ones that are in services say that to me. So it's obviously that's telling me that whatever service you're in, the education's bullshit. It's regurgitated nonsense that's been said over and over and over again, and that's why you're still getting the exact same results that you always have had.
Yeah.
Which is nowhere. You're spinning your wheels, man. You're not green. You haven't shown any level of consistency. I don't think there's been a single trader that has come to TrickTrades that within the first, even most of the time day, but we'll say week, okay, after their first week, that they haven't hit me up and said, holy shit, like I've never had this happen before on one level or another.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it brings me back to a point that we talked about over the weekend where, number one, this isn't a sprint. This is a marathon for the end, till the end of your life, really, what you're doing. And we noticed there's such a lately, on social media and a lot of these other guys in these other rooms, there's such a lack of respect for money.
Yeah.
I mean, the losses that people are posting, I look at it and I'm like, I can't believe you're actually proud of posting a loss like that. Like, why? That's disgusting.
Oh, well, they're being transparent, though.
But to lose that much money is insane.
It is. And, people will say, it's funny, Tino, because we've talked about this before, because their excuse is, or it's not even their excuse, it's their sheep followers. It's the followers' excuse for that trader saying, oh, well, you just don't know because they're trading with size. Do you realize who the fuck you're talking to? Do you realize who you're talking to? Do you think you're just talking to one of these fucking Twitter chumps out there? You guys got no idea the fucking size I trade. You got no idea what I take home. And it's fucking astounding. For the ones that do know, you'll fucking drop your...
I've seen it. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, you got no idea.
Such a respect for money, though. Like,
yeah, my risk management skills are unparalleled. You'll never find someone that'll fucking control and manage risk the way I do. Never, and that's why I teach the way I do.
And the only way people are really going to be successful at this is if they slow down and they realize, look, I'm not going to sit there and try and make $10,000 a trade. I mean, that's just insanity. I mean, you're setting yourself up for disaster.
Yeah, you are.
And I just want to ask people, what's wrong with $100 a day? Man, what is wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you keep doing $100 a day. Yeah, you'll graduate. And you'll make more. But what's wrong with a fucking $100 a day?
Yeah.
Be humble.
Yeah.
To quit listening to all these other guys that are like posting about all the money they make and the money they lose. Just think of what people can do with that money they lose.
Just the money that they lose, they could do. That's a year's wages for some.
Jeez,
right?
It's just disgusting, and it just pisses me off because I've been there. I've been totally broke, devastated with no money, and I appreciated every fucking dollar I had.
You would have killed for $100 a day, wouldn't have you?
I would have been so happy.
I've been there too. Yeah. Where $100 was the hardest thing to come by.
The hardest
$100. Yeah, the hardest thing in the world to come by. When you don't have money, money is the hardest thing to come by if you don't have money. Yep.
When you lose everything, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, there's a lot of listeners out there that are probably can share the same stories and maybe even worse, but you guys all know what it's like when you've been totally devastated, you've lost everything.
Yeah, when you've been fucking broke.
Appreciate every goddamn dollar. And then you're going to see somebody posting, I lost 60,000. What? Are you fucking insane?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to get all fired up, but it does get me fired up, and we've had a lot of successful traders and trick trades that are doing well, and they're just chipping away, man. They're just hitting singles, chipping away, and it's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't think people realize, in Modern Rock, he posts this all the time. $100 a day, equals $30K a year or whatever, and then 200 and 300 and 400 and then 500 and then $1,000 a day. Like what that all adds up to. Do you guys realize that you could quit your jobs? Most of you could quit your jobs if you were averaging $200 to $250 a day. Have you actually done the math? So why are you trying to hit home runs and shoot for $1,000 a day? It's because that's all you see on Twitter.
Yeah,
you see this bullshit that like, oh, I got to make $1,000 a day. Why? Yeah. I guarantee you didn't make that in your regular job. So why do you need to make $1,000 a day as a day trader? Now, as a former rig welder, I was making anywhere between $800 and about $1,400 to $1,600 a day, depending on the job, depending on what I was working on. So I know what $1,000+ a day is like. And I guarantee most of you aren't living that way. Okay. I guarantee most of you are not making $1,000+ a day on your 9-to-5 jobs. I guarantee it. You aren't, are you? You're not. So why are you shooting for it as a day trader? You're setting yourself up for disaster and failure. Okay. You know, there's some other rooms out there that tell you to shoot for $500 a day. Well, why do you need $500 a day?
Why are they setting why are they even saying hit this dollar amount? Why not, hey, nail this strategy down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the important thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck,
it's
man.
because they're trying to sell you a dream, period. Anyone that starts talking dollar amounts, that's what they're doing. They're just trying to sell you a dream. It's just marketing. Stop following for it.
Yeah. Now, how about this? How more confident would you be in your life if you knew that at any given time of any day, Monday through Friday when the market's open, I can go make $100 right now? How good of a feeling is that?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I can make $1,000. No, I can make $100 today if I want.
Yeah, $100, $200.
How cool is that?
$100 is about $30K a year, right? So,
yeah,
you know, $200 you're looking at, you know, $50, $60K a year, which is more. That's when you could start really paying your bills, right? I don't know what necessarily Americans get paid on average, but I would say somewhere between the 40 and 60K mark, you're most likely paying your bills. You're making your rent, you're making your mortgage. So, you know, to make, you know, anywhere between $150, $200, $250 a day, fuck, there's nothing wrong with that. And for people to be able to, let's start it small, like Tino's saying, at $100 a day. Okay, so let's start it there. You could most likely at least pick up only a part-time job if you were consistently hitting $100 a day. Okay, so now you've cut your workload in half. You're at home more often, being able to put in more screen time. Okay, so screen time is the real secret. That's the wizard's wand. You guys do realize that, right? It's not any bullshit Kimmy Dykes DVD or ponytail fucking hippie gardening videos.
I thought you were going to say macrame.
Yeah, well, macrame. Fucking macrame. Right? But it's not that. It is screen time. Okay? Now, guys like me can get you there a lot quicker because I really have the ability to teach. And I know for a fact that especially the mentoring members, because they get so much more of me, last mentoring class, because I'm really hitting my stride as an educator. I really am. I know how to really get through to people now. Like anything I've ever done, no matter what it is, I take it very seriously, and I'm always looking to improve myself. I'm never satisfied. That's the type of person I am. That's the reason why I've always been a successful person, no matter what endeavor I've ventured into. Okay, so with this, light bulbs have been going off left, right, and center, and I love seeing that. That's what gets me up in the morning. I could give two shits how much you guys are making as traders. I just want to see consistency, you know. Like I put a tweet out there today. We had a longtime member. He was with me before, and then he left to go chase penny stocks again. And then he came back, as they always do. And ever since he came back, he has been crushing it. Because when he came back, he said to himself, he basically had a come to Jesus speech, and he was going to actually listen to me. He was really going to truly listen to me. Every word I say, everything I say, he is going to take it as gospel. And that's really what I need you to do. Okay? I'm not pumping anything. I'm not like one of these front-loading fucks out there where I'm trying to – that's why we trade heavily liquid stocks and non-low floaters. So
hey, go ahead. Sorry.
Right? So anyways, yeah, for fuck's sakes, Tino. So
sorry, I thought
anyways with Sykes,
the member Sykes.
Sites. I called him Sykes. Sakes.
Yeah,
I got him on the fucking brain, obviously. But Sites. He hit his first 5-figure trade today, and
that's awesome.
When I posted that on Twitter, it wasn't, and I said that, and I do mean that. I said in my tweet that I don't give a shit about the P&L. It's not the P&L. It's the level at which these traders are achieving in my room. They are animals. If you want to become a seriously just a fucking fire-breathing dragon, this is where you come, man. I'm serious. I am. I'm serious. This is where you become just a badass, a straight-up badass,
Hey, I'm just curious, just backpedal a little bit. The member that came back, is that Sites? Is there somebody?
No, it's Sites. The guy I was talking about.
Yeah. So okay. What happened when he left the room? What was he looking for?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Who knows why these guys leave to go chase fucking that shit again?
Yeah.
I think it's almost like it is, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's almost like an addiction, these penny stocks. And I'll tell you why it is. Because there's so much marketing and brainwashing that has been involved with penny stocks that it's hard to get over. Right? Because you're brainwashed by it. And we've had quite a few members that do that. They'll come in, they'll gain my education and my knowledge, and which would work on penny stocks for the most part, until they don't, because penny stocks don't necessarily follow the rules as closely as mid and large cap stocks, right? So, in my opinion, anyways. So then they leave. They get lured in by chasing penny stocks and all this bullshit. And then a month later, they come back after blowing up an account on a penny stock. And then they're back. And then they come back with their tail between their legs. And they always ask me, it's funny because I could show you quite a few emails just of the ones that have left and then decide to come back. And they always say it's like, Pat, I'm hoping to come back in the room. I know you're probably pissed at me, and because they do know that I actually do give a shit, and that's why they always ask me that. And it's like I always answer them the same way. It's like, nah, I'm not pissed at you. I get it. I've been there too. Everything you fucking guys go through, I've been through, man. There's nothing that you could say that would surprise me. It's like, I get it. I know why you did it. You're brainwashed. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to get rid of that.
I can tell you the exact reason, and I'm being totally honest, of why I played penny stocks is because, number one, you're right about the marketing. Mm-hmm. Number two, it's like, well, I can go in with way bigger size and get a bigger position and make more money.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Total stupidity on my part, thinking, well, why would I play higher price stocks when I can go in with more size on penny stocks?
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people do it.
Yeah. And it's like, but it's like, you better clarify here, Tino. It's not about people forget about the range of these stocks.
Right. Yeah.
Right. They forget about the range of these stocks. And I mean, look at Michelle. Look at Mish today on Amazon. She only caught 14 points on Amazon. And the reason why I'm saying she only caught 14 points is because there was actually 50 points. Hold on. It actually gave a perfect voodoo strategy.
Yeah, from that line down is about 70 points.
Oh, it is 70? Okay, because, my mouse isn't working.
It's
right now.
I'll tell you exactly. It's 75 points.
Wow. So she only caught 17 or 14 out of the 70 some points, right? And she made $500.
That's awesome. I'm just laughing. 75 points.
Yeah, on minimal size, guys. No, that's just small size. That's nothing crazy. So she was able to make $500. She was probably only risking, and that's what these penny stock fucking guys, they don't understand. The guy that we just had that argument with is you're only risking $20 or $30.
That's it.
You're not risking that on a penny stock because these fucking things can dump against you. A $4 or $5 or $7 penny stock can easily dump a point out on you. Okay? So that's $1 per share. And you're going to take at least 1,000 shares of a penny stock. Okay? So that's $1,000 hit. So if Amazon or Apple or any of these higher price stocks drop a point out on you, you're only going to lose, at max $100 or $200. There's a big fucking difference now, isn't there? And that's what we're talking about when it comes to risk.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at Amazon for an example, like we were just talking about. I played Amazon all the time, and I've realized from doing it so much that you got to give it about 5 to 6 points wiggle room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go in with 5 shares. The most you're going to lose if you're smart is $20, $25.
Yeah.
Look at today. If you went in with 5 shares, you would have made $300. Over
there you go. And you were risking nothing. You were risking a coffee and a bagel.
Yeah. Crazy.
You're not risking that on penny stocks. Okay, you're not. You're not, and anyone that says that they are, they're fucking lying to themselves.
Yeah,
they are. Technically, yes, you're only risking, I don't know, 10, 20 cents on a penny stock. Technically, you are. But we're not talking about the halts you get caught up in. We're not talking about fucking Citron fucking hammering it and then dumping not even just 1 point, but like 2 or 3 points. Okay? That's what we're talking about. And if you're saying that the risk on a penny stock is only 10 or 20 cents, you're lying to yourself. You are. You don't get it. You don't get it. You're arguing with a guy, the ones that are rolling your fucking eyes right now at me, you're rolling your eyes and you're arguing with a guy that has fucking been doing this for damn near a decade. What are you doing? Shut your fucking mouth and listen to me. Just listen.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Guys, there is a better way to trade. There is. There's a better way to trade. And I don't give a shit what any of you fucking newbies have to say. I've lived it. I've been there. I've done that. You guys have only seen one market, this year's market, for the most part. You're going to fucking argue with me? You're going to tell me you know something? Are you on fucking dope? Are you on dope? Seriously. You're going to argue with me that you don't know, Pat. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Dude, you've only seen this year's market, and you're going to fucking tell me like you know? Good God, man. Who raised you? Your mother fucking retarded or what? Seriously, think about it. What is that?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And you brought up something, I mean, even with what's going on in the world today, just use that to your advantage. You had a perfect play this morning with Apple. You know what I mean? Look at the tariffs are going on. And, there's all kinds of shit in the news about Apple. So, man, I didn't play Apple. I wasn't even looking at it.
Netflix. I was in Netflix.
Yeah, but I was just saying, with the tariffs and the whole Apple thing, that was
I wanted Apple. Tino and I were talking about this before we started in on the podcast. Is I wanted Apple, and I did call it out in the room, and some members really banked on it, and hopefully they showed some patience. There's quite a few members, and I also told people the stocks to watch. Holding overnight with the tariffs going on. And of course, Trump is going to implement huge tariffs. Of course he is. He's been fucking talking about it day in, day out now for months. So they are going to implement big tariffs. So it is going to gap down. And I don't care what anyone says saying, oh, well, we don't know what's going to happen. Well, of course we don't fucking know what's going to happen. It's called speculation. Yeah, fucking shitheads. So The good money would be betting that the stock's going to go down, right? And it's going to gap down pretty big, and Apple would have been a really nice play. But I ended up hitting Netflix for 100% today.
Yeah,
it's become a norm. Like 100% trade now is, I do it, I could damn near say pretty much every day now. Hey, Tino?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, and 100% trade is just become, what you guys would catch like 3 or 5% on a penny stock with, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how normal it is for me, right? And I can show you the light. If you're craving percentage gains, then come learn the option side of things. But at least with the option side of things on these stocks, you're getting the stability of a proper stock. And that's why this way is better. If you want percentage gains, that's fine. That's fine. But come play proper stocks. And you know what? You're not going to catch 100% move on a stock, on a penny stock every day. I can show you how to do it every day. I do it every day.
Yeah.
I fucking do it every day. Go back through my Twitter feed. You'll see me post all the percentage gains. And that's day in, day out. And there aren't too many days that don't go by where I'm not posting 100% gain, Yeah. Like fuck, man. There's just better ways to trade. There's easier, better ways to make money in the stock market, man. There really is. You're just brainwashed. You're brainwashed.
God,
and and it's fine. If you don't get it now, that's fine. That's fine.
I got it.
You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll come around.
I got an email this morning. I was laughing. I was actually going to put it in chat, but I just got caught up on the back end of stuff. So I got an email from an old, the old service I used to be with. And they put out their hot watch list. And they were all marijuana stocks.
They were all pot stocks. Yeah.
Thank God. Like,
I know.
I don't deal with that shit anymore.
Why would you want to chase the flavor of the day? Seriously, there's so much easy money out there, guys. I'm such a fan of easy money where it isn't crowded. It isn't, and then you get people, we got to be if you're on the right side of the crowd, you just don't know, Pat. It's like, nah, I do know. And I get what you're saying, fuckface. I know what you're saying, okay? I'm not fucking stupid,
Yeah.
I get it, but there's easier money. There's just so much easy money out there. And it's like, you want to chase your overcrowded shit? Go ahead, man. I guess fill your boots, but man, and that's why human beings in general don't evolve. They just let their fucking ego get in the way, and they don't listen. They don't fucking listen. They're set in their ways. They've been allegedly doing this for years, right?
Yeah.
You want to chase your overcrowded shit. It's like, do you want to know why your service trades overly crowded plays? It's to fucking get you in there, man, because you're so new. You think that that's the only way to make money. There's a reason why these services trade these overcrowded plays, and most professionals don't. Most professional real deal fucking traders don't bother with that shit. There's 8,000 stocks in the market, and you're going to all flock to the one stock that everyone's trading.
And you got to find borrows and all kinds of
man. Now you got to get fucking borrows and fucking, fucking get squeezed. And, okay, so you take it long. That's fine. And then you got fucking Citron releasing a hit piece, and then it instantly dumps fucking 4 points against you. And then you sell at the bottom because you don't know how to play a Citron play. And then it goes back up, and then you chase it back.
Yeah.
I shake my head. I'm so sick and tired of dealing with these fucking subpar traders and fucking newbies on social media that think they know something. It's like, I've seen other traders, respected traders, watch lists and what they're watching and the levels that they're watching, and I would be ashamed of that.
Yeah.
When I type up a daily plan of attack, if I type it up, but I go over it live on screen share every day, the levels that I talk about, they are to the penny each and every day. Tino, am I right or am I bullshitting?
Listen, last week I nailed AMD. It was the perfect call, man. And you called it that morning. And it's when AMD was it was going up in pre-market, and you said, just wait till it hits 34.
Yep.
And if old Tino would have just looked at it at the open, because it dumped at the open a little bit, and I would have taken it short because I thought it would already spike, but you're just like, hold on. It's going to go. Sure enough, it pushed right up. I top ticked it. Right. I think I got it at 33.95.
Yeah.
Wrote it all the way down.
Yeah.
And you kept saying it like you were banging the table that morning on AMD. You're like, This thing's going to go to 34.
Yeah. And then it'll dump.
And then it'll dump, and it did.
Yeah.
It was such an easy trade.
Yeah, man. And it's every day, and I would say probably on 80% of the stocks that I talk about, the levels I talk about, and I don't use any indicators. It's all support and resistance, but it's a way that I find my levels. It's different. And I can teach you how, but it's different. You got to fucking listen, right?
Yeah.
But on 80, 85, 90% of the levels I talk about, they will hit that level to the penny. Okay. Like I'm not talking within, 50 cents like some of these other guys I've seen, and they're proud of it. I'm talking to the penny. Okay. Period. End of fucking story, man. Like I've been really frustrated over the past, like that's why I sound really pissed off. It's kind of because I am.
You're always pissed.
I've just seen too many traders out there, and to think that there's something that they're not,
yeah.
Man. They're not. Man, I don't want to sound like a jackass, so I'll kind of leave it at that. Yeah. But man, like if you want to fucking really become a badass, and if you want to really see magic in motion, I'll show it to you live on screen share every day. I swear I will. And you'll be blown away. You will be. You'll be blown away.
I got to laugh too, because the last 2 months for you have been unbelievable. Like
ridiculous.
But all your trades are based off the simplest fucking levels that once you show them, it's like a fucking light bulb goes off. Yeah. And I got to laugh at all these other fucking traders. They're like, well, what about this fucking indicator? What about that one? Dude, all you do is you pick these levels, and you're just banking off these levels. It's insane.
Yeah. And the funny thing is they show me their indicators and the level that it hit, and it's like, okay, so, but the thing is, I didn't have any of those indicators, and I still chose that exact.
Yeah.
Without any indicators.
Yeah.
Without any. None. I don't use any.
Yeah.
The ones that I have up on my charts are only used as a guide on position piecing, right? That's it. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
On Friday, you could have bottom ticked Apple on a bounce very, very easily. You could have definitely been, you could have, called the bottom on. And it's funny because on Apple, I was in Apple, but then trade zero. Okay, so people ask me this all the time. Well, why do you still stick with trade zero? Well, the thing is, guys, for those of you that don't have trade zero, okay, you think you're comparing it to some shitty hack shop like Shit Trader, and it's nothing like Shit Trader. Okay, it's nothing like that. The platform sucks balls, yeah, but their fills and executions are very good. They're real stocks. They're not CFDs like Shit Trader. You guys do realize Shit Trader is CFDs, right? Okay, so that's number one. So Trade Zero, hands down, up until 2 months ago, was the best brokerage in the world, in my opinion. I really do say that, okay? And until they started doing the American integration, they haven't updated their servers. And there's also other data issues coming from the exchanges that I believe are the problems right now. And it sucks because they went down for 2 hours on Friday. Now, I'll say this. I contacted them, and I was really pissed off. It wasn't for being locked out of my position for 2 hours, which is unacceptable in this day and age. I really do think 2 hours is just way too long. But I also realize that shit happens. It's the age we're living in. We're dependent on technology, and technology sometimes can fail. And when it fails, it sucks. That's not the point. That's not the problem I have with it. It's how they handled it. They handled it like a bunch of fucking assholes. Now, I highly doubt there's too many accounts my size at TradeZero, okay? I highly doubt that. And when I come a banging on your door and I want answers, and you slough me off and you say, oh, just write a support ticket. You'll have to email support. I wasn't asking them when they were coming back online today. I wanted to know what their plan of attack was for the future. Do they have any real fixes in the works? Because I don't want this to continuously happen. I am trading large positions, okay? I am putting up a lot of money in my positions. And when I go down for 2 hours, that can be that can be a big hit, okay? So that's why I was pissed off with them. It wasn't so much that they just went down for 2 hours, because it's like, shit happens. I understand that on some level. Does it suck? Yeah, totally fucking sucks. But it's the way they handled it. It was bullshit. And I'll also say this, for those of you saying and thinking this, I don't care the size of account you're dealing with, okay? Or they're dealing with. Whether it's a $500 account or a $500,000 or $800,000 account or $1 million account plus. It doesn't matter, okay? This is people's hard-earned money. And you slough them off the way that you did. It's unacceptable. It really is.
Yeah, I've had issues like that before where you just get kind of bumped off. You're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. I mean, now imagine if you were in a penny stock and that happened.
Oh no, you'd be done. Yeah, you'd be fucked.
2 hours in penny stock line.
Because it actually worked in my favor.
Yeah,
it actually worked in my favor.
Yeah,
because I had an order to get out, and I would have still been slightly green on it, right?
Yeah.
I pulled profits on the dump, and then it started to take off. I started to see volume come in, and I placed an order to get out, and then I couldn't get out. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I logged out, logged back in, and my order manager was completely dead. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, it's down, right?
Right.
And so I was like, well, I don't know if I got out. I have no idea. And it's ripping and ripping and ripping. And it's like, oh, well, fuck. Oh, well, I guess it's a loss today, right?
Yeah.
So that's why when I phoned them, it wasn't necessarily like, what the fuck? It was, okay, so this can't happen again. What are we going to do to fix this? Do you have any solutions? And it was, you just have to contact support. It's like, no.
Yeah. I imagine they were getting just annihilated with calls.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause and it was, I think a lot of penny stock traders really got their asses handed to them. I really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
And no one really got hurt in TrickTrades either. There was another member that was just basically scratch. It just basically scratched her, and that was it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got lucky.
Yeah.
Man, tell you.
Yeah, brutal. So it's been a pretty crazy week since the last podcast. But I really wanted to talk about risk. I wanted to talk about you're only one trade away, and to bring it back to that, guys, you need to understand that. If you haven't watched my latest YouTube video, go watch it. And if that doesn't light a fire under your ass, I don't know what will. Like, do you guys really realize what it takes to do this? And for those of you that, always, give the thumbs down on this, you probably don't listen to it, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm a very polarizing person, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit. But it's the reason why I get so pissed off at all of these fakes and phonies, and a lot of these phonies that have you guys fooled, guys that have been, their names have been mentioned on Chat with Traders, and that I know you guys don't realize some of these people have been in my room, okay? And, you know, some of these people have posted their P&Ls in my room for $100, $500, maybe $1,000, and then claiming they made $1 million on the year last year. Okay, that's proof in itself that something smells wrong. Something doesn't smell right now, does it? Right?
Yeah.
You can't go from making, you know, minimal or small profits to claiming you made $1 million on the year. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so the reason why I get so pissed off at these people is because, guys, it should piss you off too. It is taking away from your struggle. It is taking away from the 10% that have made it, and it is taking away from the 90% trying to get there.
Yeah.
Do you guys fucking realize that? And it also pisses, that's why I get so pissed off at these other room owners that are legit traders that just sit there keeping their mouths shut. You know, fuck. Quit being fucking pussies and say something. You know? And I love that everyone's coming out to bash these guys now, hey?
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
You know, like, man.
Well, we've got the arrows in our back. Like all leaders do.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Exactly.
So I find it pretty funny. And, hey, you know what? We're just going to keep our heads down and just keep chugging along and doing what we're doing because it's working.
Yeah.
We're getting a nice tribe together here.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've got 500 plus members of TrickTrades, man.
Yeah.
In a little bit over a year, obviously we're on the right track. We haven't done any marketing. We haven't done any marketing. This is all word of mouth. All of it.
Yeah, you know what, too? What else is different about TrickTrades, which I love, is, you know, it's about life, too. We talk about life. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about these podcasts sometimes. Well, you know, Pat and I will just go off on a tangent and just talk about stupid shit.
Yeah,
but that's what people do when they get together. They just talk.
Yeah,
you know?
Man. Yeah.
We don't want to sit here and inundate you with fucking numbers and figures. Yeah, we'll throw out some solid education, but come on, guys. You guys spent the whole day watching charts. You want us to really talk about fucking crunching numbers?
Yeah, this is supposed to be the entertainment part of trading. This is supposed to be the fun part of trading.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and you're going to listen to these dry-ass podcasts? I don't know how you guys listen to those, by the way. Like, some of you that actually listen to those are so fucking dry and so fucking boring. And the stories they tell, it's like, and they I don't know, man. They think they're cool or something. Talking about popping bottles and
they're trying to be funny. And
they're trying to be funny, and it's just like, you guys fucking suck. Dang.
Our humor comes out from our lives and what we've done and accomplished in our lives, and that goes for everybody at TrickTrades. Everybody in our community has some cool stories. We got some
major cool stories.
We got some cool members that have some really cool backgrounds, and I can't wait to learn about them. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Like I said, you know, when Pat first said you're one trade away from being part of something really magical, really amazing. That's going to change your life.
Yeah.
It's not about, like I said, you know, do we get down to business at 9:30 in the morning?
Fucking right we do. Damn straight we do. Yeah.
But we also help each other. We also talk. We also make each other laugh. And that's what it's all about. It's not always about watching the chart and fucking stressing out. It's about sometimes being in a trade and just laughing at yourself because you know you made a stupid mistake, and being able to admit to everybody that you made that mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas if you were in another room,
some stuffy ass room.
If you were in another room, they'd crush you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll never get that here.
Never. No fucking way, man. I will put the kibosh on that so quick. The other members will put the kibosh on that so quick. It will not happen. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cool to see the members post success stories. Even, I mean, $1 is a success. Even a trade where you broke even, but your strategy worked, that's a success.
Yeah.
Because now you're one step closer, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're just one step closer to that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty powerful stuff. Think where you're going to be in a year from now.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, and that's another thing for a lot of the new traders out there that are just getting into it. They think, because I can remember when I first started, I remember one of my first thoughts, like, I hope I am somewhere in a year, but man, a year's so far away. No, it's not. It's not. It's a blink of an eye. Before you know it, you'll be fucking damn near a decade into it. I'm telling you, but you got to stick with it. You really have to understand the whole philosophy behind your only one trade away.
Yeah.
Because you are. Yeah. You need to treat each trade new going into it. Don't bring the baggage from the last one.
It's over.
There's so many different meanings and so many different levels to that only one trade away. There's so many. So many. For me, it's freedom. For you, it may be,
paying off my, my $300 bank fee I'd got. That's a goal.
Yeah.
From the Spearmint Rhino.
Yeah, from the Spearmint Rhino. That's so funny, man. Seriously, dude. That's so funny.
I'm one trade away from giving strippers more money.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that's so fucking funny, dude. It really is, because I can almost visually picture you there in my mind's eye. Oh yeah, no, totally.
That drunk stance where you can't catch your balance and you're wobbling and weaving, and you got the stripper holding you up, and she's punching the buttons because I couldn't punch them. I'm telling her what my pin is, and she's putting it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Good girl. God bless her.
God bless her.
God bless her.
Where is she today, man?
Oh. Fuck. Tits up in a ditch somewhere, most likely.
Yeah, she probably pooped out like 3 kids with 3 different guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She's definitely shit out a few kids and just wrecked. Just
wrecked. Wondered where it all went wrong. Where did it all go wrong? When you took Tino's money out of the ATM. That's when it went downhill.
Yeah. That was the turning point in your life.
You got greedy, man. You took advantage of Tino.
How big of a piece of shit do you have to be to do that to someone, hey?
Listen, strippers have no soul.
Oh, no, they don't.
Yeah,
no, they don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Wait till I tell stories about my,
yeah.
I've got some pretty fucked up stories, though. Like, I was going to almost get into that story at the beginning, but...
Gotta save it.
It's actually really fucked up, and it might turn your stomach. Like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, it'll like, I don't know if I'm ever going to tell this story because it is that fucked up. You guys will have to let me know if you really want to hear it, but careful what you wish for, folks. I'm serious. Careful what you wish for. It's a fucked up story. Yeah. I've seen some shit. Like, I've seen some shit. Like guys that were in Nam have seen some shit, but I'm telling you, I've seen some shit. Like, it's that fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that you had a stripper pole in your trunk and you were beating some guy, it's not about beating the guy. It's the fact that you were able to go in your car and get a stripper pole out of your car. That's the part I love.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
And it was the section that was really long, and it's like a shiny fucking pole. Yeah, that kid knew it was a stripper pole, and it's like this 240-pound fucking beast is coming after me with a fucking stripper pole. He's gonna kill me. This guy means business. I will never forget the look on that kid's face. I won't. He thought he was dead. He saw God. Yeah, Jesus. Like St. Peter, he saw St. Peter at the fucking gates, just about to usher him in. And that driver that was ahead of that guy took mercy on his soul.
Yeah.
And moved out of his way. Yeah. If not, I would have fucking beat him.
God. I have so many fucking funny stories about strip joints in Vegas with my buddies. I mean, okay, let me tell you this one. It's just really funny. So you got the Spearmint Rhino, probably the top one, and probably the country. I mean, the most beautiful women you ever seen. But then you have on the other end the shitty dumpy one.
Yeah.
So my buddies decided to take me to one night. Right, it was for my birthday. We walk in, it's crickets. There's like, you walk in. And there's a bar that faces the wall, and behind the bar is the stripper. So people are sitting on the bar looking at the wall, and the stripper's dancing in back of them. Nobody's looking at her. There's probably five people in the place. So we walk in. There's one guy. This chick's got like bullet wounds in her ass. She's got she's got stretch marks everywhere. Just disgusting, right? She's on stage and she's dancing, and this guy's making her dance for $1. Like, he's holding this $1, and she's dancing for him forever, and we're laughing. So what happens next? The music fucking cuts off. Total silence. She has to get off stage and put money in the jukebox to keep the music going.
No.
So she can keep dancing. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, God.
See, up in Canada here, we don't have dollar bills anymore. We have loonies.
What is a loonie?
A loonie is a coin. It's a dollar coin. We don't have paper $1. We have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a coin. So we throw loonies at their pussy. And if it sticks to their pussy, you get a poster. I'm not joking. I'm serious, by the way.
Do you also get a prescription to clear up whatever rash you're going to get on your hands from fucking touching that coin again? That's disgusting.
Yeah, you bring your own loonies in, and you do not accept a loony out.
Oh, could you imagine?
And the thing is, my buddy Jason, he's such a nice guy. He was a really nice, like, very nice guy, like, really good guy. And he was all drunk. He reached into his pocket, and he was drunk as shit, and he grabbed a quarter, so 25 cents. He didn't realize he grabbed a quarter, and when he threw it, he was so drunk, he hit her in the fucking forehead. Yeah. So he looked like he was really, like, just being a fucking
just an asshole,
piece of shit. So she fingered over the bouncer, and we had to fucking step in and say, no. Like, big accident. Accident.
Yeah.
Jason would never do something. Trust me, it's an accident. We can vouch for this guy. But yeah, they were gonna fucking string him up by the nuts and kill this.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So you never touch loonies in a strip joint because you don't know where they've been, right?
No.
So you go in with
your own, and once you're done,
you're done.
You don't. Yeah.
You don't touch money.
No. God, no. No.
That's so funny, man.
It's fun. That is funny. Hey, isn't that funny?
God.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like the strip joints up here are major funny. They're funny.
Oh, yeah.
They're funny, man.
It's funny. It's kind of sad to go to, like, really dive strip joints. It's just, I feel bad.
We have one that's called the Airways, and the Airways is out in Nisku. Now, Nisku it's basically a part of Edmonton, but, you know, it's just outside of Edmonton. Okay. And, it's in the world's largest industrial park. Like, it's all industrial up here, right? But not the world's, North America's largest industrial park. So they have a strip joint there. It's called Airways. And it's dive, okay? It's a dive bar, it's a dive strip joint, it's a dive. And I remember walking in once, and I'm not joking, there was a pregnant native stripper up on stage. I'm serious. And it was just like, what the fuck? Instantly, as soon as we walk in, just start booing. Like, boo. It's like we just got off work. We just finished work, and we want to, like, get drunk and, you know, pussy and hear some naked native women's up on stage. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, fucked up, man. Yeah, the Airways is a dive.
Oh, my God. That poor lady. She's pregnant, trying to make money, and now she's getting booed.
Yeah.
How low is her life?
Oh, it's rough. And, of course, I led the booing. I had as soon as I saw that was like almost like a primal instinct to boo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I know, guys. I'm an asshole. I know.
But then again, strippers have no souls.
That's right.
No, she didn't feel it.
Yeah, fuck him.
She gave birth to Satan.
Damien.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, I think that about wraps it up for this evening's episode 22.
Yeah. We got to have an episode where we just rehash old stories, like war stories.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be so funny.
Yeah, I've got some stories. I know you got some stories.
Yeah.
It would be a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
But before we wrap it up, folks, going into tomorrow's market, be very mindful with these tariffs that are implemented. Okay, big deal. The market is not going to respond kindly to this. You're going to want to watch Chinese stocks, Baidu, Baba, JD. You're also going to want to watch Apple, Nvidia, AMD, all of these stocks that have Chinese deals. A lot of their parts are made in China and all that. It's going to drive the prices up. And that's all I'll say. I'm not going to get too political about these tariffs because I know it's a touchy subject for some. It's just, I think you guys are, I know a lot of you think it's great and grand to buy American, and I get it. But when you're going to pay 100 times plus more for, a lamp or a little trinket or something, a fan, you need a fan or a fucking air conditioner, you're going to pay 20, 30 times more or some shit, you might think twice. Okay. Yeah. It's just that the world is way too small nowadays, and there needs to be proper trade agreements, not these one-sided trade agreements, right? So is what it is. I'm not saying it's all just one-sided either, folks. I'm not saying that. But I think adults need to do some proper talking and some trade negotiations, not a bunch of children with pissed off, inflated egos on both sides. But I guess that's the world we're living in. Ego runs it all now, doesn't it? Right?
Does this term.
Yeah, big time. Just like a pissed off bully, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, folks. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this night's episode. I know we are all over the place, but
yeah, but that's what it's all about. We were having fun. TrickTrades.com. Check us out. Where it's happening.
Damn straight. We'll take you to the next level, folks.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, Tino. Have a good night, man.
All right, buddy.
Later,
we'll talk to everybody soon. Later.
Adios.